Alright, this is my second battle against XSquareStickIt. This is the rematch that we had. So I lead with Don't Pinch Me, and that's like a Jimmy classic, and he decides to just bolt me with thunder, and yeah, it's amazing how these Pokemon can all live a few thousand volts to the body and still be fine. So Quillfish decides to show how awesome he is by just dancing around in the rain, and then he just makes water fall on top of the toaster, and the toaster short circuits. It's a shame, really. I guess. Well, for him, anyway. So, the rain continues to fall, and I'm still dancing in it. And he sends an invitation again, but I just have to... And he lives. He decides to spin rapidly, but it doesn't seem to do anything but knock the rain off of him. So he eats an apple core, and I decide to show him how awesome I am, and now we're having a battle on a blimp. So he decides to throw stones at my blimp because he's not cool like that, but thanks to the burn that he got, he cannot hurt me that much. So we're still on a blimp, and it's really cool, and he's got a burn, and I body slam him with the entire thing. So the rain stops because I'm on a blimp and I'm above the clouds. So he decides to send out Cution, and I just slam the entire body of the blimp into it. But he creates a sub, and I'm like, oh crap, he can go under the water now. So I try to slam him again, but it does nothing. So he decides to throw ice beams at my blimp, and the reason I stayed in is because I overpredicted. So he takes down my blimp. No! And it was a critical hit to the... I don't know. So I decided to send out something that's apparently never used, according to Smogon, and he ice beams, I guess because, stab. So I decided to raise him up a sub and, eat my apple core, but, he doesn't like that, and he decides to ice beam me again. Oh well. It's not too bad. So I decided to return the favor of breaking his sub too. Hooray. And I know I can't live another ice beam, so I decide to switch out into Firefox. And he tries to make Firefox freeze because it's loading up a website. And since it's loading up a website, it has to plot out what it's going to do. So he plots up, and unfortunately he sees my blue plans and tries to thunder wave me and succeeds. So, yeah, it wasn't a very good idea, I suppose. So I decide to go out into a new plan, which is Kier Royale. So I go all Jing on him and decide to calm Kier down, and then I get burned with heartburn, but Kier is able to take it, and now Kier is going to Kier Royale! And that takes down Cution, because Kier Royale is the most powerful shot that anything could ever fire. So Kier suffers from a little heartburn, and now he goes up to the best again. So I decide to attack, and the best becomes the worst again, because for some reason this thing is very prone to critical hits. Oh well. So Kier is definitely awesome, and this is a awesome Honchkrow set, and I'm definitely going to use it more often. So he aerial aces, and this is going to be for both of us because I'm life orbed, and Kier Royale is really powerful, and it took down quite a few guys. I don't know if that crit mattered or not on the Pidgeot, but yeah. So he decides to send out Earth Power again, which doesn't have Earth Power, and I send out Where's my leaf? And I'm like, oh crap, at this point I could have sent out Regigigas and really screwed him over with Slow Start. But I guess it doesn't really matter. This just becomes a whole stall war to see who can outlast who. And at one point he decided that he might run, but I talked him out of it, and he decides to try and burn me for what it's worth, and I aromatherapy because of epic predictions. Not like it really matters. But the entire time I was trying to get Parahax on it, and I didn't. But the reason I'm named Where's My Leaf is because Chikorita has a leaf and Bayleaf has a leaf, but Meganium has no leaves. So, yeah, where's my leaf? So he's eating apples, not really having that good of a time, and I'm getting Leech Seed health because that's just what Meganium does. And keep going back up to full health eventually. Maybe I should have sped this part up. I kind of figured I could say more about it. So he wishes that he could live the next few hits so he can get some more health back, but I bomb him with more seeds, and the seed coat just explodes in front of his face. And, so they eat a little bit more apples, but it's not going to help them survive the entire fight. And after I gain all my health back for what it's worth, he goes for the psychic, maybe hoping for a crit, I guess. That's what I was telling him about. He might get a lucky crit or 3. And another reason I went with therapy is because I wanted to get Ninetales back up. But yeah, I body slam, and that's good game. XStickIt. Yeah, XSquareStickIt. Dang it! Wow, I'm really good at this, aren't I? Good game. Now I have a bonus battle against Jimmy, and he wanted to test his doubles team for the tournament coming up. The actual one that's held by people at Nintendo, I guess? I don't know. So, he fake outs my Flygon, so I flinch, and that also prevents me from using my Thunder Punch, I think? I don't know what I did. But, I Thunder Wave his, Gengar, and I decide to Rock Slide since I can change a move since I'm Scarfed. And, he decides to Ice Punch, which is obviously going to take down Flygon. And, yeah. I decided to substitute with Smogon's Inu thing, and he gets paralyzed, and that's the first of many. So, I sent out Kira Royale, and, yeah, I wasn't really expecting it to live. And, it doesn't. So I decided to try and return the favor, but, he lives. And he gets another freaking paralyze. Wow, I'm doing really bad at pronunciations today. So I decided to send out another new Pokemon, which is Inu, according to Smogon, and he double hits. I don't know if he misclicked or not, because it seems like it should have gone to my other Pokemon, but I Fire Fang and take him out. And he gets paralyzed again! So I decided to try an Avalanche, because I was trying to do as minimal damage as I can to Ambipom, or whatever his other Pokemon was, because I really wanted him to get a hit with Gengar off, finally. And I cannot believe how many freaking things a Haxy got on this match. So I just swagger so I can copy it to get my stat up so Fire Fang can do more damage. And he attacks my substitute, but it doesn't do anything. And I Avalanche his Wonder Guard, but, yeah. I finally get my act together with my Inu Pokemon. Inu, wow. I just said it in Spanish, yeah. Ineu. So I psych up and copy Wonder Guard's stat changes, and Avalanche Wonder Guard because I want to get damage on it. And we all eat apples except for, well, actually we all ate apples. And he decides to go back out to Boo because he was planning on Earthquaking that turn. And I Fire Fang, and that's a one-hit knockout on Metagross. And, so he Thunder Wave again, but, it misses because I thought he was going to, like, possibly go for the Earthquake, and, that was going to be bad for me. So he Sucker Punches, but I still live, and I'm able to take down his Wonder Guard, and it's a critical hit. I mean, come on, I got so many freaking hacks this match. And he Shadow Balls, and he gets a crit, but it's not like it mattered. And I Avalanche, but, yeah. He lives with like one hit point, and that was so lucky for him. And he Destiny Bonds, and I Avalanche to take him out, and we draw. And I guess that's as fair as it can be, but he's had terrible luck with his doubles team. So yeah, good luck in the future with your team, Jimmy.